Oh Lord, pull up in that '04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
So, Freddie Freeman is no longer with the Atlanta Braves. I mean, this guy, he was the face of the franchise. He was here for 12 years. He helped the Atlanta Braves win the World Series last year. All right? But you know what? He didn't want to be here. And the Braves didn't want him here. This kind of sounds like Pete Rose. You ever hear of Pete Rose? I'm going to talk more about this in a minute. But first, subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited on this YouTube channel for the greatest coverage of Atlanta sports on the face of the earth. Plus, we are sponsored by Prize Picks, which is a great fantasy game. You can pick 2 to 5 players over or under various sports. And the only thing you have to do is put in that promotion code of ASU as in Atlanta Sports Unlimited to win big time. Now, I do this show right here, Atlanta, Georgia, every Sunday night on Channel 2 at 11:35 p.m. on Sunday nights. And it's called Sports Zone Sunday. And on Sports Zone Sunday, 3 weeks ago, I pointed out that 1, Freddie Freeman didn't want to be here, and 2, the Atlanta Braves didn't want Freddie Freeman to be here. And then I said this all reminded me of Pete Rose. 44 years ago, I worked for the Cincinnati Enquirer, and my first really big assignment was be among those covering Pete Rose filing for free agency. Now, listen to this. Pete Rose, born and raised in Cincinnati. Pete Rose, he has spent all 16 years of his time in Major League Baseball up to that point with the Cincinnati Reds, the team of his heart, the team he grew up following as a kid. Pete Rose, who was the leader of the Big Red Machine, the best team in the history of baseball. That Pete Rose, he wasn't going anywhere. And then he did. He left for the Philadelphia Phillies with a smile on his face. So I pointed out 3 weeks ago on Sports Zone Sunday that this kind of reminds me. I mean, the Braves showed no signs of wanting to keep Freddie Freeman here. Spring 2021, they could have signed him, didn't do it. Regular season, no negotiations at all, didn't do it. After the season, and I know what you're saying is, well, there was a lockout. But you know what? Max Scherzer was still able to sign for big bucks as a free agent, going from the LA Dodgers to the New York Mets. In other words, Braves didn't do it. Now, then all that time, during all this time when people would ask, like me with a microphone in his face or notepad, Freddie, do you want to be here with the Braves? They're like, yeah, sure, I want to be with the Braves. But it wasn't like, I want to be with the Braves. It wasn't like that. So, I mean, my point is this, okay? Put this into perspective. The Braves ended up, look this up. There, keep forgetting this guy's name. The Braves made a trade yesterday for some guy named Matt Olson. He's from Atlanta. Matt Olson played for the Oakland A's. 6 years he was with the Oakland A's. And that's like half the time that Freddie Freeman has been in Major League Baseball. But Matt Olson is about to turn 28. Freddie Freeman is 32. I guess that's a plus. All right. Matt Olson's lifetime batting average is 252. Freddie's is 295. Not good. Matt Olson might have a little bit more power than Freddie. As a matter of fact, Baseball Reference projects the same guy that's been averaging 35 home runs a year for the last 4 or 5 years, Matt Olson with the Oakland A's. They project him this year to hit 33 home runs, and Freddie Freeman hit 28. But you know what? This was not about that. This was about that the Braves wanted to move on for Freddie Freeman, and this was about Freddie Freeman wanting to move on from the Braves. Okay? Does money have something to do with this? Money has something to do with everything. Let's go back to Pete Rose. Pete Rose was getting paid. Well, first of all, the Reds didn't want Pete Rose, just like the Braves didn't want Freddie Freeman. But Pete Rose wanted to get paid, okay? So the Philadelphia Phillies made him the richest player in Major League Baseball back there at the time. $700,000 a year for 3 years. That was a lot of money back then. Matter of fact, Ted Turner of the Braves offered Pete Rose as a tongue twister $1 million a year for 3 years, but Pete turned it down because of the Philadelphia Phillies. So Freddie Freeman, as a free agent, gets paid big time. So everybody's happy. Everybody's happy, except for Atlanta Braves fans. But you know what? You're going to have to get over it.
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me wanna go for more. Pale